Good afternoon, dear friends, and welcome to the world of the International Fabtalks. We are connected with wonderful people across the world, and there are beautiful people even in India. Across several states, there are several wonderful people who have done their very best on the spiritual path, in the corporate sector, in the educational sector, in the professional, medical field, etc. You never know which field they have their special expertise with. Today, we have been honored to have the wonderful presence of a young gentleman connected with spirituality, connected with training, connected with transforming lives. Let's welcome our celebrity and guest for today, who's here with us. He has taken out some time to be with you and me to share his thoughts and views, to enlighten us and to empower us in the right way. Join us, friends, to welcome Sangeet Surendra Baldota. He's here with us, joining us all the way from Pune, Maharashtra, India. Hello, sir, and welcome to the session.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for being here with us. Thank you for taking out the time, because time is very important for everyone. And when people agree to share their time to enlighten and empower us, let me put that right, to enlighten and to empower us, we really have to thank you and all of them who have been sharing the space here with us on the International Fabtalks. So with your permission, I go ahead and share your profile and we begin the session.
Sure, definitely.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Dear friends, now I'd like to share the profile of our celebrity and guest who's here with us as we do it regularly on this show. We'd like to introduce our guest in an official way now. He's none other than Mr.Sangeet Surendra Baldota. He is a wonderful entrepreneur as well. And he's a wonderful, wonderful person connected with art of living. He is an art of living teacher since the past 12 years and doing his very best. He has been teaching several programs to various people on this beautiful platform called as the Art of Living, which is connected with the lives of people, inspiring and touching the lives of the innocent people across the world. He focuses on programs like happiness, why, if I could put that right, UY, MY, SSY, YLTP, corporate programs, etc. So all of that, I've just shortlisted everything, or maybe I put it all in a very brief way. Sir will explain everything for us clearly as to what it is and how does he transforms his positive energy and puts it out there for all the people when they are attending his program. Friends, he's also been as an ashramite, staying in the ashram with regard to the art of living for almost 4 years. And it was a beautiful period where he learned a lot about himself and the world around him. And he served there as a corporate programmer, like he focused on corporate programs as the regional coordinator for South and North India. That's really nice. Sir is also a person who's connected very spiritually and connected with God. He performs the Rudra Puja. He's been a wonderful performer with regard to Rudra Puja for the last 5 years. Now, how many of the youngsters are connected to the Almighty? Very few of them. And so sir is one person who's really very spiritual and connected on the religious path. That's really nice. And sir is now focusing on rejoining the corporate program teams and conducting various programs from this September. And he would love to really make people aware about the real meaning of life. Why are we here? What is the purpose of our life? What are we to do when we are in distress? What are we to do when we are overjoyed as well? How do we share the positive energy within us with the world? Join us, friends, to get enlightened and empowered today. So thank you so much for being here with us. It's a pleasure to have you here. How would you define yourself? Who is the real Sangeet, sir?
My first identity, if I check with myself, I consider myself a devotee first. I'm basically a devotee, a hardcore devotee to Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji. Like we all have heard about enlightenment. But if you want to really experience it, you need to see Gurudev, how an enlightened person lives. And every moment with him is such a big learning, It's just amazing. That's the biggest blessing I think I have got in my life. The second blessing I consider is my parents, my mother, my father, who have given me all the freedom to choose whatever I want in life, who have got such a upbringing in me. They have nurtured my devotion. I consider my devotion as a gift from my parents. I have seen them being devoted so much in whole life. So they are the source of devotion to me. So my parents, and this is how in short, I can tell these are the pillar of strength.
Perfect, sir. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's really very nice. A devoted person connected to Guruji and as well as your parents. That's really wonderful. Now, so many of them around the world, when they view this video, they would want to know at what age were you connected to spirituality? At what age you were connected with art of living? How there was a transformation in your mind? Because usually young children are more driven to the entertainment part and all of that. How you became so spiritual?
Definitely. So basically, from childhood, people used to play with toys. I used to collect all the wedding cards from all the mohalla around in our society. I used to cut the Ganpatis, the god and goddesses, and I used to do puja to them. It was from a very childhood inherited to me that I was very fond of gods, spiritually inclined. So I remember my mother telling me the stories that when I was 3 years old, I used to go to people houses and bring their gods at home. I used to carry them and bring them at home. So anywhere, if gods are missing in their home, people used to come searching them at our home. So that's how, from childhood, I had a very good inclination towards all the spiritual gods, what we call. And then my art of living journey started in 2008. So it is around 17 years ago. When I was in my first year of Bachelor's of Pharmacy, I was doing my graduation. And that time I did my first Yes Plus Youth Empowerment Seminar. That was a course for youth, and it's upgraded now into Happiness Program for youth. So when I did my first Yes Plus, it was a very profound and beautiful experience. But I knew somewhere inside me that this is not it. I need to explore more. So after 2 months, I went to Bangalore to attend their advanced meditation program for youth, in which Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji was there, and I got to meet him for first time. I got to see him for first time, and when first time you see him, it's very natural that tears come rolling through your eyes. Your heart just opens up when you first time see him. Any being who's around him for first time can just get blank when he sees Gurudev. So that was my first experience when I got deeply connected with him. And such profound depth I got in my life that I decided that moment that this is my path. This is where I belong. This is where I'll move forward. So that's how the journey started in 2008.
Beautiful. That's really nice to know, sir. That's very nice. And the fact that you were a little child and you used to collect all the wedding cards and cut the various gods that were printed on that and then worshipped it. That's really so innocent and so nice of you. You had that beautiful thought that, yes, I see God in everything. It could be even a piece of paper. Like I cut and give it the respect and I'm devoted towards, connecting with God or being a devotee, as you mentioned, that I am more of a devotee. That's really nice. And when I close my eyes, I could visualize you doing all of that as a little boy, going, collecting it, taking the scissors, cutting it, and then doing all of that. That's wonderful. That's really very nice. It shows the purity of your soul. That's really nice. Well, other children would be with marbles and maybe cycling, or maybe like playing cricket or shouting on the road and disturbing people in different ways. This is a very calm and peaceful way to connect with the Almighty. So now you also said you've met Guruji, you felt really bliss when you've seen him. It's all very nice and great. Now you were in the ashram for around about 4 years. What made you decide to stay in the ashram, become an ashramite?
Okay. So I'll just give you a quick background. I was doing a business in surgicals distribution here at my hometown called Down near Pune. And one fine day, I I felt that I should meet Gurudev. So before meeting Gurudev, I was doing my Art Excel TTP, which is called UYTTP, Utkarsh Yoga TTP, Teachers Training Program. And that time Gurudev had asked me, "What are your plans?" And I was telling him my plans in a very childish way, that I have this plan, I'll go, I'll teach courses, I'll do such and such seva projects, so and so. I was giving him my answers. And when I gave him my answers and when he left, I just felt that he wanted to say me something and I am giving my answer. Instead of being available to listen to him, I was so childish that I gave him my plans. Maybe he had bigger plans for me. So this realization was very strong inside me. So I decided I'll go and meet him again. So after 5 days, I went to see him just for 2 days. And after 2 days, when he was leaving for a tour for Kerala. I was waving at him and saying him bye. So he said, "This is not the time to buy. You are staying here. We'll talk more about it when I come back. So right now you are not going anywhere." And that was such a surprise for me. So after 2 days, he came back and I was just waiting for his further instructions. And as I was waiting for his further instructions, my family was constantly planning that when will I come back. They were like, I have to take care of so many things here in my business also. And after coming back, my father just spoke to Gurdev over a call. And Gurdev asked him, "Aap kya chahte ho? What you want?" So my father told his ideas that we want him to take care of his business, get married, and all his plans. And Gurdev said, "I'll tell him what he needs to do. He'll update you accordingly." And that's where the conversation with my family and Gurdev was done. And then Gurudev told me, "You have to live hereafter. You have to take care of corporate programs hereafter." I was very fortunate and blessed to get a direct instruction from Gurudev himself to join corporate programs. And I consider it as a biggest blessing. That period was a highest period where I have grown in life with multifolds, with my experiences, with my learning, with my strength, everything.
That's beautiful. That's really very nice and interesting to know. Now, sir, like when you take these programs, it could be the corporate sector programs or based on happiness or the UY programs or the MY programs and all of those programs. There'll be several people out there who want to know, are you all paid for these programs or it is just like service like?
Uh, Definitely, we are given a portion of it to serve. So basically, it's a combination. We are paid to serve. So the amount we are paid is to manage our expenses of the program. It's not for our own personal things. This is basically a seva project. Our focus is on seva. It's not on earning. And the amount what we receive from the program, we utilize it for more seva. So we just keep growing for more seva. That's how it is. Like it is said, charity can be done with an empty bowl. You need to have your bowl full to do a charity. You can give only what you have. So when you have, that time you can serve more efficient. So that's for that reason we are paid with some amount.
That's beautiful. That's interesting. That's interesting, sir. Now, sir, what about food? Because there'll be several people after viewing you, connected with Guruji and the art of living, etc. They would also want to take a chance or maybe transform their lives or give it a try to join the spiritual journey. Now, what about food and clothing? How do you manage that, and how is it managed over there at the art of living?
So food and clothing, basically I have a business, a family traditional business, which is running on from my father. So I take care of that also by serving the society. So I take care of the business whenever I am here. Whenever I need to travel, I travel. That time my family supports me. So right now, because of their support, I am able to serve. My parents have supported me in such a profound way that they have given me such a beautiful freedom to work for Gurudev, to serve Gurudev in all possible ways. So even I take care of business whenever I am here, full time I am into it, and whenever I am travel, I'm full time into travel. I focus on it.
That's really nice. Now, so the question arises: 4 years you were as an ashramite. Now, what about the food over there? What about the accommodation over there? Is it for free or one has to pay or some amount of money?
So for ashramites, definitely the accommodation is free, the food is free. They provide everything to you. We have a very big Annapurna kitchen, which is also webcasted on National Geographic Channel. it's one of the biggest kitchen of India. So even nobody is there, if there is an ashram, still the food is cooked for ashramites, and ashramites are daily served with a very nutritional and sattvic food. There's a proper food offered to everyone with proper and nice clean stays in ashram. So it's very uh, taken care of. Everything is taken care of in ashram.
Yes. Now, sir, if at all anybody would just like to visit the ashram for a day, are they allowed?
Yes, absolutely. Everyone is welcome. Ashram is home for everyone. So anyone who would like to visit, definitely they should visit ashram once. It's just an experience to go and visit Bangalore ashram or any of the art of living ashrams in whole India. Anyone can visit any of our ashrams. Just there's one rule for ashram. Whenever you enter a ashram, you can bring your worries in. But while leaving the ashram, you can't take your worries outside ashram. You have to drop it here. This is
Wow.
your home.
Super. That's wonderful. That's very nice. It feels good to hear that. That's nice. Now, so what about your brothers and sisters? Do you have siblings?
Yes, I have a very beautiful, my younger sister. She's married. She works in MDocs. She's a data analyst. And my brother-in-law, both are like my kids. She's five years younger to me. And I'm very, they are like my kids. I'm very connected to them. So they are very much loved by our whole family.
That's really nice. Now, sir, what about your friends when you came on this beautiful journey of a spiritual path and connected with God, connected with seva, connected with training, etc.? What about your friends? What did they say? Did you have a friend circle before you entering into this field? When you entered the field, did they cut off with you, or are they still connected with you?
So it was completely a mixed reaction from different people. According to their perceptions, people react. And I had a very mixed reactions. Rather, my circle of friends just grew in this years. It was never less. I have so many friends across whole world now. That whole world feels like a family in our life. You feel such a deep connection. Rather, my friendship with everyone, with all my friends, have deepened after this. And in college time, they used to tease me like they used to tease me like तू तो बाबा बन गया है, तू एक काम कर, तू एग्जाम के पहले हमारे सर पर हाथ रखा कर, हमें बहुत अच्छे मार्क्स आएंगे. एंड बिफोर रिजल्ट्स दे यूज्ड टू आस्क मी, तू बता हमारा क्या होगा, रिजल्ट क्या आएगा, तू जो बताएगा वैसे ही होगा. So these were the things we used to enjoy also. We used to feel like these are very childish things, but we used to enjoy those also with friends. So it's all beautiful on this part. I have never lost any friends in this. People have just understood my journey more by being around me, and then my friendships have deepened a lot. So I have got many beautiful friends on this journey. It's a never ending process.
Beautiful. Very well shared. Now, sir, the way your friend said, "Hamare sar par haath rakho, Baba," and bless us before the exams. And when the results are out, before they are out, you please tell us if you're going to pass and all of that. I could imagine all of you there and they connected with you. I could visualize all of that. So sweet. That's very nice. That was an innocent age where people, connect in a very different way. And they've respected your journey now that you're on this professional path and they're still connected with you. That's really nice. Now, so haven't you felt the need to have a partner?
Uh, Usually in a college days, we used to feel that there should be somebody in your life. Definitely, you have. It's a very natural inbuilt feeling. But when you really grow in your life, when you see your friends who are married, what's going on their life, the starting part, it's always beautiful. The middle part is very stagnant, and then it's a struggle for whole life. So definitely, when you see such experiences around everywhere, and you in start you feel, sometimes you feel you need a partner. But then when you get involved in seva so much, in all the processes so much, you feel like you are very sufficient, you are very contented. When that contentment dawns, you feel complete. And this complete feeling gives you a very dispassion feeling, just to be single, be happy, and be available for whole society, for everyone to serve. That's what is my current feeling right now, that I feel complete and dispassionate about.
You're a very mature person. I like the way you think. I like the way you put your thoughts out very well. Beautiful. As you've mentioned, looking around us, looking at the married couples, at those families, the pain and suffering that goes on within the family. At one point of time, I've questioned myself, did I do the right thing by getting married? Did I do the right thing by having children? So, because of the pain and suffering seeing around us and within the family. So I always question myself. So I wish I had this common sense. I mean, or what you have now. I wish I had it at that age when I really needed, to take the right decision. So for us, it was just like marriage. Finish your education, get married, get settled. But then really when you're into that process of, running the family and having children and all the pain and suffering that comes along, seeing your children struggling, that's the worst kind of pain that one could really experience. And I appreciate the way you've shared that. So I could resonate with what you've shared. You're a person who's a good observer. You observe that very well. And we would also like to enlighten the youth also. Before taking the plunge into marriage, always be conscious if you're getting the right partner. Don't need to be in a hurry. Wait for the right person who could really understand you and your journey. Otherwise, it is complete chaos. And when couples fight, the little children are suffering in the middle. Their children. It could be little children, it could be the teenagers, it could be even the young adults suffer from the parental pressure between the parents itself. That's really nice. Thank you for sharing all of that. Now, sir, what about books? Are you a good reader as well? Do you read books?
Yes, I read a lot of books. And recently I have been reading this wonderful book called An Intimate Note to a Sincere Seeker. That book is like a never-ending book. You can read for whole life. It's written by Gurudev himself. He has edited it himself. It's such a profound book. It's like magic. See how devotion and faith works. Whenever you have a situation or a problem, whenever you think about it, and you need an answer, you are not finding an answer. If you have complete faith, you just keep a hand on your book, you open any page, and that page gives you a solution to your problems. It's so beautiful, so profound, and so magical. So this has been my experience for whole of my life. So that book is like Bhagavad Gita for me, and many more beautiful which I read. Uh, I love different books spiritually also. I love reading management books also. I love reading soft skills books also and stories also. So it's a mixed combination. So yeah, not that fluent reader, but definitely I read one page a day. I make sure I read at least a one page a
Yes, that's really nice. Thank you for sharing. Now, so what about traveling? Do you love traveling? You have to travel, I guess, a lot.
day. I love traveling like crazy. Traveling is just me. I feel like I have traveled to so many places all over India. If you ask me, traveling is my forte. It's my cup of tea. I have done trekking. I have done snow treks. I have traveled crazily all over India. I have completed 4 dhams. I have completed 11 Jyotirlings from 12. I have completed Panch Mahabhut Yatras and also many spiritual places and other places also. Like India is such a vast country. You have so beautiful places to travel. We should definitely travel. We should not miss this lifetime to skip travel and just keep going.
Beautifully explained. Now, sir, when you travel, what do you observe?
First of all, the local food, the local culture, the local markets. It's so much to learn. Every city has its own charm, its own vibes. The vibes of every places are very different. Like if you go to Rishikesh, you'll feel more of spiritual vibe, more of meditating vibe. If you go to Goa on beach, you feel more of just chilling vibes, dancing, enjoying it, enjoying. Everywhere nature is there, but the vibes of those places are very different. So that observation makes you very keen to see more and more new places, explore more and more new places. Those take you so deep dive in, and they connect with yourself so much more. They bring out new flavor into yourself. Like when you go to Rishikesh, Haridwar, you dress up very different. When you go to Goa, you dress up very different, and your personality flavors are increased. The more you travel, the more your personality flavors are increased. The more your colors in your life are increased. So that's how makes you very dynamic. Traveling is must.
Yes, very interesting. Now, sir, do you go solo traveling or is it in a group?
Yeah. Many times I go in group and many times I go solo also. Recently, I had done solo traveling to Kerala. It was very beautiful experience. I have been to Guruvayu temple and I was alone. So it was a solo traveling, and the procession, what I saw, I experienced, the people I met. When you are going solo, you meet a lot of new people. You talk to new people. When you go in a group, you are very limited to that group. It's very less interaction with other people. But when you go solo, you see so many lives. You touch so many lives in a very different way. So both are good. Both have its perk. And in a group also, it's like fun. Every year we have a special group which we travel at least for 10 days together. All are in different cities, but we make sure every year we travel once for 10 days at least together. So both
That's beautiful.
group and solo, definitely.
Yes, that's beautiful. You very well said this in the right way that when you travel solo, you get to talk to a lot of people. You get to, network with a lot of people. When you're in a group, of course, you have to give your attention to the group and, for be connected to the group rules of like there may be something that you have to only be connected there with less time to observe and connect with others. But when you're on a solo trip, then you are, at a free, you have the freedom to discuss and talk with different people, get to know about them. I agree with that because I've also been on solo traveling, so I understand what you've said. I can resonate very well with that. That's
Yes.
excellent. Now, sir, we come down to your school level. Which school uh, experience has made you feel good about, yeah, I love going to school? Is there any experience in your school that made you feel that, yes, school is good? I had bad experiences in school, so I feel like no, school was not good. Then until my teacher treated me well in the seventh class, then I said, yeah, school is good. Till then, I had bad experiences during my school days, that is from nursery to the sixth class.
Being a 90s kids has its own advantages. That time, you didn't had an option. You just had to go to school, definitely do. So you just had an option either to love it or either to drag by. So I prefer to love it more. And I was here in St. Sebastian High School in Dow. It's a beautiful convent school. And that was the best school of that duration, that era. It is from that era well known. And people around were very amazing. My friends in school, still we are connected very well. And everyone around was just together. And it was, of course, a very great experience. We had beautiful teachers. We still have beautiful teachers there. And I used to love to go to school. From morning 7 to evening 4, we used to be in school. And it was beautiful time, beautiful learnings, and beautiful experience altogether. We used to play, we used to learn, we used to do so many things and a lot of mischiefs. I was very mischievous in school. And every year, almost my parents had to come in my school with a complaint to resolve.
What kind of mischief? Like now, that is another part of you. What kind of mischief did you ever do that you were, your parents were called and
So, I'll tell you, it's not only about school. Even during my college time, for 4 years, I was in Sinhagad College of Pharmacy for B Farm, and my parents have come every year for complaints regarding me. So it happened once that one of my very good friends, he's my very good friends, he was playing mischief, and we were in a practical lab, and he just made me fall down on ground, and everyone started laughing. So I was very furious that time, that I got insulted in front of so many people. It was a childhood age, like teenage. And I just stood up and I just beated him like crazy in front of everyone. I just slapped him and beated him in front of teacher also. Teacher was sitting there in the practical lab and I just hit him. So then my parents were called back. And when I called my father that you have to come here in school, in college, sorry, and meet the principal. So my father asked what happened. So I was like, I just beated one of our student. So his first question was, तुझे तो नहीं मार पड़ी ना? So I was like, नहीं मुझे नहीं मार पड़ी, मैंने मारा. So he's like, then it's okay, I'll come. So that
house?
was it. So my father, I think it's inherited from my father that being mischievous is okay. It's good sometimes, not at the cost of harming anyone else.
Very true. Very true. Yes. Now, sir, that's nice that you shared that beautiful incident. Yeah, and you made me visualize it so well. The way you explained it, I could really feel you in that like practical laboratory, like sitting there, your teacher over there. I mean, whoever, the person who's sitting there, the senior one, and something going on between you two. And I love the conversation with your dad, and I really appreciate your dad. आपको तो कुछ नहीं लगा ना, आपको तो मार नहीं लगा ना. What a wonderful father you have. Like he's concerned about you. Like, are you okay? Like every parent. That's really nice. Now, sir, we'll come down to something about cooking. Cooking is something very difficult for most of the people, including women. Hate cooking. Many of the women. You could put me one, you could add me to the list. What about you? Do you
I'm a
like
very
cooking?
wonderful cook. I'm a very wonderful cook.
Wow.
People love my cooking. I cook everything except rotis and parathas. I make everything. My rotis just don't turn up round. Otherwise, I cook everything. Right from continental to Mexican to Thai to Indian. I love cooking everything. I can cook anything and everything in vegetarian, of course. And I'm a big time foodie myself, so I love making new things. I keep cooking wherever I travel. Also, even when I travel in Shravan for pujas, there also many times I cook for everyone, and people are so happy to see me cooking and trying new flavors about my cooking.
That's quite interesting. So I had that urge to ask you this question because when you travel, sometimes you really need to know the art of cooking and the skill, to be a good cook. That's really nice. Wonderful. And we hope that you learn to prepare the rotis as well. If not round, you could also make them square or rectangular, or maybe, I mean, triangular, you can make them, I guess. Yes, that's really
So I
nice.
would like to share one more thing. This time when
Yes,
I was in Kerala for an advanced meditation program, there's a place called Kaladi. It's a birthplace of Adi Shankaracharya. And we have a beautiful ashram there, Art of Living Ashram. And we do seva in course. It's a part of program. We do a seva. So I had taken most of the kitchen seva to cut vegetables and to make rotis. So rotis in Kerala is a very new thing for Kerala people. So it was we North Indians who used to make the dough, who used to make the rotis, and my main job was to roast the rotis. So I did it so beautifully. I was so happy about myself that I learned it more in a very proper way and in a very profound way. So that time we used to make around 120 to 150 rotis one time for evening dinner for everyone. So that's how I have learned more of rotis now.
that's interesting. That's very, very interesting. Now, sir, if somebody would like to just go and serve in the art of living, are they welcome? Do they need to register their name or something prior to going there, or directly they can just walk in and be a part of the service?
Of course, they need to inform the HR department. So wherever according skills is the requirement, uh, I think it's unmuted. No,
Yes.
I'm so wherever according to their skills they can serve the best of their abilities, they are sent there. If people have special skill sets, so they can utilize their skill set to serve. If they are good in cooking, they can serve in kitchen. If they are good in management or finance, they can serve in admin department. So everyone is welcome. The only eligibility is they need to learn Sudarshan Kriya, so to understand the working environment, to understand the working climate, and to be accustomed to what is going on. Otherwise, people will go crazy. That why people are so happy here, everywhere, everyone is smiling here. They need to know the reason behind it. And the reason behind it is Sudarshan Kriya, meditation, yoga, pranayama, which you get to learn in happiness program, other programs which we have mentioned here. YLTP is Youth Leadership Training Program, which is we train the youth for leadership programs. Gurudev have designed beautiful modules about it. We'll talk about it more.
Yes, that's really nice. Thank you for sharing and making it very clear for all of us. Now, sir, you also perform Rudra Puja. Now, many of the people out there will not be able to understand what is Rudra Puja. If you could just simplify it for us.
So, first of all, I would like to mention here that I am very blessed to be allowed to perform Rudra Puja. Usually, Gurudev blesses everyone who can perform Rudra Pujas. Okay, so Right now, when I was blessed, I was the youngest. I was 29 years old when I was blessed for Rudra Pujas, and I'm the youngest who performs Rudra Pujas. Rest everyone is very senior to who performs Rudra Pujas. So Rudra Puja is basically Rudrabhishek of Shiva. Yeah, it's very common in India that people do perform Rudra Puja, Rudrabhishek in month of Shravan. It's very auspicious month to perform Rudrabhishek. So you can worship Shiva anytime during the year. But Shravan people consider it more auspicious. You know the reason behind it? It's so beautifully explained by Gurudev that in month of Shravan, everywhere it's raining on the whole planet. Yeah. So you call it Shiva as Sarva Vyapta Deha. There's a shloka called Sarva Vyapta Deha. Shiva is everywhere. And if Shiva is everywhere in the whole universe, in kan kan mein jab Shiva hai, तो तुम उसका अभिषेक कैसे कर सकते हो? Then you say that Shiva only himself can do abhishek for himself. Yeah. If you are also part of this universe, how can you make yourself separate and do a abhishek of Shiva? So, and that's how the rains pour down, and continuously this whole planet is getting abhishek from Shiva himself as a blessing himself, and everything is flourishing. So Shiva has always been considered as the Lord of transformation. So that's how rains come and whole planet is transformed in beautiful greener place and everything becomes so lively in Shravan. Yeah, in this month of Shravan. The whole planet is prospering, flowering, blossoming. So this month is considered very auspicious for Rudrabhishek. It's just a token of gratitude what we do. What nature does to us, we replicate that in puja. Like the sun and moon revolves around the earth, we take the diyas as symbol of light and revolve around the puja. We offer what nature has offered to us: flowers, fruits, water, milk, the panchagavya, what we call everything. So that's just a token of love or gratitude what we offer it back to the divine. That's Rudrabhishek. Rudrabhishek.
Beautifully explained. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. That's very, very interesting to me. You made it very simple and clear. Thank you very much. Now, sir, what are the different programs that you've been taking for the different people when you, when you were connected as an ashramite, and even now, like you're connected with the art of living? What are the various programs? How people could enroll in it? What is the process?
So there are many programs in Art of Living, various levels of programs, starting from happiness programs. Sudarshan Kriya is the basis of Art of Living. You get to learn it in happiness program or YLTP program. They are introductory programs. Then there are higher levels program as advanced meditation programs and different levels of programs. And all age groups have different programs according to their age, what their body needs. Like Sudarshan Kriya brings your body back into the rhythm of nature. We all are connected to nature in different rhythms. Our sleep pattern has rhythm. Everything in nature has a rhythm. So, due to stress and a lifestyle, our living rhythm with the nature has changed a lot. If you observe, our sleep patterns have changed. We don't get that deep levels of sleep. So, Sudarshan Kriya brings you back to that natural rhythm of life, and everything in your body is improved very naturally. It's got in sync with the nature. So Utkarsh Yoga is for kids aged from 7 years to 13 years. Medha Yoga is designed specifically for teens from 13 to 18, considering their age factor, their puberty, their growing up. All the modules are designed by Gurudev. Happiness program is for 18 above, and we have different programs what we serve for corporates at different level. Like we have leadership program for leaders. For management, we have integrate programs. For team building, we have different programs. For mind matters, we have a program which explains your nature of mind and how to handle it beautifully. So we have very different types of program. Youth leadership is for basically youth who wants to take leadership in life, who wants to transform their life. Like today's youth are more so westernized with the influence of social media. We need get them back to their roots. Their roots are much more stronger, which makes them very strong in life. Like our tradition, our culture had so many beautiful things which we are losing up on these days. To bring them back to the roots, we have youth leadership training programs, and then we have advanced programs, advanced meditation program, Sanyama, and many different levels of programs designed for everyone, each individual, and each sector we cover. Right from skill of cooking, we have Ayurvedic cooking program till corporates, everything we have designed very beautiful.
Yes, that's really nice. Thank you so much for sharing all of that. That's wonderful. Like for the little children, for the teenagers, for the youth, etc. That's wonderful. For the corporate sector, that's really nice. Now, sir, what about your focus on entrepreneurship? You also mentioned that you're an entrepreneur. What are the different things you're connected with as an entrepreneur?
So as an entrepreneur, I am basically connected to local field like local farmers, local businessmen, small businesses, and retailers. So we have a distribution unit for grains. So we take it from farmers, we bring import it from other states, and then we distribute it here everywhere. So this has been a traditional business for a very long time. My father is taking care and brought up this level for around 20 years plus more, and I am supporting him. I'm just almost everything is a learning for me, and learning never ends. So I just learned from my father how to work for it, how to grow it, how to manage it, and that's how I am connected to all the farmers, all the retailers, all the distributors, also the supply chain everywhere. So many people we are connected in one business. It's a very strong networking system which Indians have, and the business culture in India is so profound. It is so well developed that everything you feels like a family. The people connected to you feels like your own, with whom you even do business. The professional relationships are also informal in India. That's the beauty of India, that all the relationships here are very informal. It's not very only formal communication everywhere. It's always informal, a heart to heart connection to it.
Yes, that's really nice. The way you've connected all of that, with regard to being an entrepreneur, it's a family traditional business. You're helping your dad, connecting with people, not only on the in with regard to business, but an informal way as well to get connected with them, to bond with them. That's really nice. That's wonderful, sir. Now, sir, we go on to the next question. The next question is connected with sports and games. Were you ever interested in any sports and games?
Yeah, definitely. I'm more of a trekking and adventurous person. I have done skydiving. I've done so many beautiful treks. So trekking and hiking was my thing from a very long time. I have done beautiful treks and a very off-season trek. We love to trek in a very off-season way where there are no people. The people don't go often. Like right now, the most famous trek in India is Kedarkantha trek. There you'll find daily a crowd of 2,000 to 3,000 people in the season, and that mountain doesn't has that capacity. We are just spoiling those mountains. People go there, people drink high levels of alcohol, they get hypoxia, they get severely injured and come back. So for trekking, it's very important to respect the nature and at the same time respect your body and just be with the nature around. That's the motive of trekking. So I would definitely like to tell the current youth that when you are with nature, just be with it. Just don't spoil it. As humans, it's our responsibility to take care of it. So this is regarding trekking. Also, I love swimming, badminton, definitely. So these are the sports. I'm not much of a cricket fan, but definitely coming back to sports, yes, I love table tennis, badminton, and swimming.
An all-rounder, yes? That's really nice. Great. That's great, sir. Now, sir, let's come to the next part now. The next part is your coordination and connection with people who do not believe in God. There are certain people who do not believe in the Almighty. They just believe in science and technology, or they just believe like they're quite different in their thoughts. Have you ever come across somebody who goes against your thoughts, or you as a devotee and they as somebody else? Have you found a clash anytime?
Definitely, many times. Many times you get such people. And I do respect their opinion, definitely. But something in them which considers they are atheist or they don't believe in something, that's something inside them which considers these things is the most important factor. So I always believe, and I have learned this long way, that we should respect their opinions and be firm on our path. If such cases come up, I just smile and I tell them, still you have time to experience it. This is not the right time you have come yet, or still you have more to explore in life. So when time comes, definitely everyone has their experiences. It's all upon time and grace to get to experience those things, to receive those experiences. It's all about grace and blessings.
Well explained. Well explained. So, before we go to the next session, is there anything that you'd love to share? What is it that you'd like to give as a message to all of the youngsters, the middle-aged and senior citizens? The message from Sangeet, Surendra, Baldota.
My very brief message to everyone around is life is very short. Just live it fully. We get stuck in very small things, very small matters. Like I have learned from Gurudev. गिनती के 4 या 5 मैटर्स होते जिसमें हम फंसे हुए रहते हैं. One is health issues, second is relationship issues, third is financial issues. These 3 or 4 categories, इससे बढ़कर लाइफ में कोई और इश्यूज है ही नहीं. और इन्हीं चीजों में हम फंस कर जीना ही छोड़ देते हैं. So just I would like to tell everyone, just live the way you want, live fully, just be happy in whatever you like. That's
Beautifully explained. Thank you for that beautiful message. Very true. The way you shared that in the right way. Thanks. Now, so we have a small segment called as the rapid fire round. It will just take another 3 to 4 minutes and then we come to an end of the session.
okay. Sure.
Your favorite part of the day?
Evenings, because
Reason?
that's the time I give it to myself to connect with nature. I love watching sunsets. I love being around, sipping a cup of tea, and just enjoying time with myself. And sometimes working out during that evenings.
Yes. Your best breakfast?
Poha. Being in Maharashtra, definitely poha. And Sabudana kitchen.
If given a choice, what would you select?
Sabudana kitchen.
I guess that. Yes. Now, so your favorite month among all the 12 months, is it the, I will not say anything. I'll wait for you to answer.
January.
Any specific reason?
Winters. It snows in north, and I love to travel in January to north for snow. I'm crazily in love with snow. We love snow.
Great. Your favorite day of the week among all the 7 days?
Thursdays.
Reason?
Being a Guruvar, it's a satsang day. We sing, we dance, we meditate, we get together along, and it's a beautiful evening to spend with everyone along, with other devotees together.
Your favorite snack?
Kerala chips.
Oh, wow. That's my favorite too. We tend to put on some weight also when we eat that a lot, right?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. That's really nice. You reminded me after so long that, yeah, Kerala chips is very tasty. Those who have not tried it, please do try it. It's very, very tasty. So, now, are you a tea or a coffee person?
Both.
Given a choice, what would you select?
Mostly tea, ginger tea.
Ginger tea, yes, that's very healthy. Yes. Now, sir, like if we have the modern gadgets, a laptop, a tablet, the latest mobiles, we have the access to texting, video calling, or just a normal call. What would you prefer? How to interact with people? What is the best way to connect with you?
Video calling. I just love to see and talk together, so I could understand their space with what they are involved with, how they are listening, are they receptive, do they want me to discuss this further, do they want me to talk about it more, or how they respond. To feel a connection together, definitely a video call.
Yes, that's really nice. Now, sir, we all are gifted with 24 hours. How would you define a perfect day for you? In one word.
A travel vacation.
Wow. That's really nice. Very, very interesting. If given a chance to stay in a city, town, or a village, what would you choose?
Village.
Your favorite season?
Winters.
Do you get angry?
Sometimes.
What makes you angry?
Anything annoying, constantly annoying.
How do you express your anger?
I do express it. What
How?
I have learned from Gurudev, that anger should be like a line on water. Gurudev says that it should be only for that period of time. When you draw a line on a water, the way it disappears, your anger should disappear. So I express it by talking it out sometimes, or in certain way. Depends on situations.
Thank you for giving that example with regard to the water and all of that. That's really nice. Your favorite color?
Favorite color, blue.
There are
More of
different
blue.
dark blue, light blue,
Purple.
purple.
Yeah, purple, violet. I think this is purple.
Somewhat, yes.
Somewhat, yeah.
Yes. Your favorite teacher's name?
Favorite teacher's name, Tulip Miss. She's my lower KG teacher. Until now, she calls every year on my birthday. And every year she's connected to me. We connect at least on our birthdays, minimum. And we talk. She keeps commenting on my statuses, liking my statuses. And she's very well connected to me till now. My lower KG teacher. So it's
Okay.
very beautiful bonding with her.
How lucky you are to be connected to her. That's really very, very nice. Very few of us have that access to be connected to our kindergarten teachers, and so nice that you're connected with her. What's the
She's
message
just a
you have?
fountain of love.
Pardon?
She's just a fountain of love. She is just, when you see her, you feel love around her. So she's very amazing person.
That's fine. What's the message you'd like to share for her today on the Fab Talks?
I love you a lot, ma'am, and I'll always be there for you. Whenever you need your students will stand right next to you. We love you a lot.
That's really so nice. So now, on the personal and professional front, what is the best gift that you've ever received till date?
Uh, That's a tough one. All the gifts are best. I love all the gifts what I receive, and the best one if I would like to mention, it's from Gurudev. It was on my birthday. First time I was celebrating my birthday with Gurudev, and Gurudev asked me 2 times, "Kya chahiye tujhe?" I was like, "What I'll ask my master to give it to me. You have given me so much already in life. Things are very immaterial." Still, he said, "Nahi, kuch to birthday gift you need to take." And then he went to his room. He opened his briefcase and he took one of his beautiful dhotis, embroidered dhotis, and he had gifted me one. So that's a lifetime gift. I just touch it, I just bow down to it, and I feel best blessing in my life. So that's the most wonderful gift I have received.
Amazing, amazing. That's wonderful. You're a lucky one, huh? You've been lucky.
Absolutely.
That's really nice. Now, sir, towards the end of the session, I'd like you to share 3 gifts with us in the form of 3 beautiful words. Apart from please, sorry, and thank you, you can share any 3 words that could empower us. You've already empowered us in a very beautiful way. You've been very genuine, transparent, honest with what you share.
So those are the most common 3 beautiful words: live, love, and laugh.
Super. Live, love, and laugh. 3 cube, L cube.
Well,
Should I say that? Yeah, L
yeah,
cube. That's right. So live, love, and love. This is the
love.
essence of life. That's very true. Very, very true.
That's my Instagram tagline also.
Oh, wow.
Live, love.
That's really very nice, sir. We look forward to many more interactions with you in the future as well. You're a very nice person. And I wish the youth of the world should calm down, should understand what is going on around them, to, get connected with people, bond with people for the right reasons, and to give back in any way they could give in a very positive way to the society than creating a lot of hatred and ill will. It's very nice. Thank you very much, sir. Looking forward to the next interaction with you very soon. Namaste. Thank you, sir. Thank you. My dear friends, with this, we come to an end to the International Fab Talks for today. I had a wonderful time and a peaceful time. It was a moment of bliss, you could say, all these moments which I spent with Sir. It was quite blissful to listen to him speak, the way he expressed everything from his heart, how things transformed in his life, how he took over all the challenges, and how he emerged victorious. That's how we have to learn from different kind of people who we come across. And especially the Fab Talks, we have wonderful people like our special celebrity today, Mr. Sangeet. He was here to share all his wonderful experiences and his journey with regard to his decisions which he has taken in life. We wish you all the best, my dear friends. If you like what the International Fab Talks is doing, stay connected with us. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Above all, don't forget to love yourself, laugh, live, be loyal to what you're doing, and safeguard the universe. Stay blessed. Thank you, sir. Thank you.